on this show before, talking about how to make money and so on. He wanted to advertise some land that he's selling on my show. So I said to him, Daddy, you are a pastor. I mean, how did you get into real estate? You know, he said in 1997 that he knew a friend that was selling land in Lekki, but Lekki was just coming up at the time. The whole place was called Morocco. So the guy was selling each plot for 200,000 naira. Dr. Olumide said he had 600,000 naira saved up. But he said that at that time, his focus was on publishing a book that he was working on. So he did not buy. But when he got to the publishing house where he was trying to publish his book, he announced to everybody that, they are selling one land in one estate like that, 200,000 naira per plot, in case anybody is interested. And then he moved on, he forgot about it. But many things happened around that time. Remember, Pastor Adeboye did a crusade the following year, Lekki 98. So a lot of people got to know of Lekki and so on. In fact, according to Dr. Olumide, there was a time when lands in Lekki was appreciating like crazy by 500,000 naira every week. So 2 million every month. Now back to our story. 11 months after he told people about the land, this was in 1998, I believe, he was trying to get fuel one day at the filling station when someone drove in a very nice car. He came out, greeted Dr. Olumide, and then he went back to his car and came back with a check asking Dr. Olumide, what name should I put on the check? I'm trying to write this check to you. The guy wrote him a check of 500,000 naira. So he said he was confused, like, what's happening here? So he asked this person, please, sir, how do I know you? And the man said to him, you don't remember me? I was at the publishing house the day you announced to everybody that they are selling some land in Lekki and you told us how to buy. This man said he bought 1 acre, 6 plots, and sold 3 plots, each one for millions of naira. And then he told Dr. Olumide that, thank you so much for telling me about this opportunity. It changed my life. And then he made a statement that, I'm sure that you must have a lot of money by now, sir. Being that you were the one that told us about it, I'm sure you bought several. And I just want to thank you with this check. But instead of saying, I did not buy, Dr. Olumide said he just laughed. And then after driving out of the filling station, he said he parked somewhere and he just started crying. That, hey, Father. He said he cried that day, and that was when he made up his mind that never again would he miss an opportunity to buy land. You see, that was how he got into real estate. And he didn't just buy a few land. He said he started throwing all his money into real estate. And so much more that he now sells land to people. In fact, he's been selling land for several years now. He's been into real estate. So, I've been talking about real estate for years on this show. There are people who have taken the leap of having a land to their name. There are people who have bought plots of land. But there are still a lot of people who are not taking it seriously. Well, my people, here is another opportunity. Dr. Olumide is selling 20 plots of land in 5 different locations. In Abuja, in Ikorodu, Lagos, in Uyo, in Atlanta, also in Ofada. But he doesn't want me to mention the Ofada one because he said that they are almost sold out. But just know that he has 100 plots that he is selling. Now, each plot is $10,000, but that is if you pay within 3 months. If you don't pay within 3 months, you spend more than 3 months to pay, you have to pay $15,000. Please keep in mind. Don't say, it's only 2 days after 3 months, 3 days after 3 months. His 3 months is 3 months too. And if anyone is interested from within Nigeria, you also have to pay the $10,000 or the Naira equivalent on that day. And if you spend more than 3 months as well, you pay $15,000. Now, the $10,000 covers the land, documentation, allocation of papers, individual plot survey, deed of assignment, developmental fee, dwarf fencing of each plot. Please keep in mind that they will not put a gate. And 2 years of security and maintenance, free architectural design for your building if done within 2 years, and free supervision of your building project if done within 2 years. So the only thing is they really would like for you to develop that place within 2 years, or at least resell it within 2 years. If you decide to leave it beyond 2 years, you will have to start paying them for maintenance. They don't want the place to be bushy because it's an estate. I did my due diligence before advertising for him on the show, but in case anyone out there is interested, but you still have questions, even if you don't have questions, but you just want to meet him and talk about this, I'm bringing him on the show this Tuesday, October 3rd at 8 p.m. Nigerian time. That'll be 3 p.m. in New York. If it's only 1 or 2 people that show up, then we'll be done within like half hour. But I just want to make sure that publicly you can ask him questions.